Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fortune Foam. And in this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. It is still going to have a build involved. It's another Lost Vein. It's kind of a newer, more updated version of it. I can post a video up on that as well if you want. It's going to be very similar to my previous Lost Vein build, but the biggest difference is I'm going to be trying out these new products called Rapid Fill and Fine Finish. Gonna throw these on there, see how it turns out. It's supposed to make it a lot smoother, much nicer finish. So that's what I'm gonna be testing out today. Biggest part of the video is gonna be based on these and the results I get. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Bear with me here on this. I haven't tried this stuff out yet, so this is the first time for me. But yeah, let's get it started and see how it works out. Alright, so we've got the prop here, the foam. Like I said, I sanded it down as smooth as I could with sandpaper. I didn't do a wet sanding on this, but I got this, and I got the Rapid Fill and the Fine Finish here. We're going to be using this Rapid Fill first, and I've got some water here, a brush, and some paper towels because it could be pretty messy. Alright, so like I said, I've never tried this stuff out. I know you're supposed to kind of brush it on. I got the dark gray. So yeah, let's just get in here. One thing I was kind of worried about though is because I kind of already have some details cut into this, and I'm wondering how this stuff will affect that, if it's gonna kind of mess it up or if I'm gonna have to kind of go in and cut some of these details back out or not. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out how this will all work. Now I have kind of seen a little bit on how this works. Most videos or tutorials, or even what the description says on the side, you just kind of just brush it on. You don't have to really be careful with it. Just kind of glob it on there and just smooth it all in. I think most of this stuff takes about an hour to dry once it's on. You can use a hair dryer and it should speed it up, but I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I just want to kind of test out the drying time for myself without that. But yeah, as I'm brushing this on, it's kind of going in every little direction. I'm not really worried about brush strokes or anything. I think most of that will be sanded off once this is dry. I'm gonna do probably 2 coats of this before I sand it, just to see how that looks. If I need to add another coat, I will do that. But I've got, like I said, this fine finish here, so that should help it out quite a bit once I get a couple of coats of this on. Alright, so I'm not too worried about these holes in the center here. You don't really see it too well with this prop, and it's just not something I'm going to take the time to do because it'd be kind of a pain to sand in there. But if I wanted to, I could. I just not going to with this one. Alright. Okay, so I got that. So this side completely covered. What I do is try to remove some of this fill from these cut lines here. The best thing I could think of is just take an X-Acto blade and kind of using the back side of it, just sort of see if I can't wipe some of this out. I also want to be careful not to add any unwanted cuts into the foam while I do this. But yeah, doing this, I definitely think I'm going to try to do a few pieces with some cuts and without some cuts, and then hit it with a heat gun, see if these still open up well with the rapid fill applied to it already. And then I'll do the same with some of the fine finish, just see what kind of results I get. I'm definitely curious about it. It's definitely something I want to know in the future, if I'm wasting my time cutting these in first before I apply everything, or if it's something I should do after I apply. Okay guys, so I got this entire piece completely sanded. Like I said, all I did was put on some rapid fill, let it dry, sanded both sides, and already I could tell it's a much smoother surface than just the regular foam that's been, sanded and, heat sealed. Another thing I did do was I went through and kind of cut into these details a little bit. There's some, some of that fill gets in there and kind of, dried up, and plus sanding it, some of the dust gets in there. It's kind of a little tedious task. It's not hard. It's scraped out pretty easily. It's just, a bit time consuming. So just keep that in mind when you're working on a prop. Other than that, I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I think this will be all I do for this video. I think I'll do a separate video for the fine finish. So probably gonna end this here. If you like what you see, if you have any more questions on this stuff, anything you might want, to have answered on, details or whatever, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about maybe doing another video, and, maybe I can answer some of those questions for you guys. But other than that, I just want to say thanks for watching. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.